You've reached the end of your path, survivor. Just as Helena Walker once did. It is here that she and her allies faced their final battles. It's up to you to make sure their sacrifices weren't in vain. The alien element that ended our world has willed a titanic adversary into being, to rule in the ruins. Find a way to dethrone that king, and you'll clear the way for me to call down the arts, enabling nature to be reseeded. Humanity and Earth's many creatures, and evolution itself, can be restored. Helena Walker wanted it so. No. I wanted it. I may be the one who waits, but I'm still Helena too. I remember everything now. The struggles I faced.
Ah, there you are. I was wondering where you two got off to.
Yeah.
Well, don't you want to hear about how me and your old man saved the world? The first world, I mean. Earth? Santiago's told you how.
Yo! Hey! It's delicious. Who? You? Yeah. Maybe. Then eat it. Pour yourself some soup. Bruh. How you like me now? How you do? How you doing? Zacharias. Be quiet. Shut up. Everything's fine, bro. I don't want that.
Really, I what you don't know. Gabby's confronted me today. She had the right to know. To know what? I told her that nothing was going on, which I would have told you if you had just come to me first. So why didn't you?
She didn't lie to me again. She said you had me out here looking like a fool. I was feeling bad that you felt like you didn't have any.
What did she say?
When I placed my order last week, they told me they were out of stock, and then this week they also said they're back ordered still.
There's no money on the singer's hair. No, there's not. You guys don't think so?
All right, so I visited the beautiful.
Okay, carbonated beverage. Tell me when you're ready.
We're ready.
Cola carbonated beverage here at 2.5 atmospheres, somewhere deep below the sea. This you should never try at home. Shaking up your Coke, because you know what's bound to happen when you take your Coke and you open it up and it sprays all over.
think you're doing?
I understand. Just wait there for the time being. We're all headed your way right now, so it won't be long. And we're bringing reinforcements.
Chairman Netero.
What the hell is this? They're just kids. You got burned real bad because you thought this was gonna be a game. Just hurry on home before it's too late.
Stop it, Mr. Morrill. That isn't very nice. As you said yourself, they are only children.
You certainly seem to be down in the dumps. So was your adversary that formidable?
One of them could use Nen. Of all the aura I've encountered, this one was the worst. Worse than my brothers. Or Hisoka's. Now that I've learned Nen myself, I can tell. You guys are unbelievably strong. And still, I don't think even you could take him.
People overrate things that they can't understand, and that is a perfectly natural response. Unfortunately, you're in a state of extreme panic right now. We'll take it from here. You just go to bed and get some rest.
Ha 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 ha! How was that just now different from what I said? Come on, Nove. Look, kid. The minute you start calculating the odds of winning in Nen combat, well, it just shows you're missing the whole point. In most cases, you don't know what your opponent's abilities are. And when you're in a fight like that, even the slightest hesitation could be a matter of life or death. All of a sudden, having more or less aura than the other guy isn't really much of an excuse. Plus, the battle can turn quickly and at any time. That's the essence of Nen combat. Still, no matter what, always fight like you know you're gonna win. That's what it means to have the spirit of a Nen user. You were disqualified the second you got scared of your opponent's Nen and ran. You're worse than a loser.
Morrill, that's enough.
Is Gon sound asleep there?
No, he's not. He tried to attack, so I used force to stop him. I didn't have time to hold back, so I don't know when he'll wake up.
Ha ha ha! Sounds like the other kid's got a lot more of a future.
Morrill.
It's rather difficult to believe the giant chimera ants have taken to eating humans. Yet it seems to be true, and therefore we must attempt to keep the casualties to a minimum. If we send in fighters who aren't strong enough, we're running the risk of assimilation. Do you understand?
Yeah. That's why there are only 3. A select few. We're not strong enough. Not by a long shot.
We have already placed 2 assassins in the nearest city. Whether or not you want to fight them is up to you. However, if you truly want to live as a hunter, take them down and come find us. We don't need just any help. Only the strong.
You've reached the end of your path, Survivor.
You were disqualified the second you got scared of your opponent's Nen and ran. You're worse than a loser.
I'm no longer qualified. Killua. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Why would you say that?
Well, because you knocked me out. It was you, right? I mean, if I'd lost control back there, I would have gotten in the way. And if I had, all three of us would have died.
Maybe. But I left Kite back there to die.
Kite is still alive. He would never be beaten. Not by something like that. But he did get injured. And in his shape, just trying to move is pretty hard on him, so he's hiding. He's waiting for us to come back. So now, we get strong, and we find him. We're gonna go save Kite!
Gon. You're light itself. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes you're so bright I can't even look at you. But still, can I stay by your side? Let's go. We've got to get stronger.
Prepare a freezing chamber in the fortress. Make it large enough to store more than 100 humans.
To ensure that my collection doesn't rot. Yep. I think I'm pretty strong after all.
What's up, girl?
Attack. Open the door to stop me. Yeah, we'll tell her then.
Gon and Killua have vowed to save Kite. But before they can return to the NGL, they must fulfill the one condition set by Chairman Netero, the leader of the extermination team.
What are those, Killua? They're shogi tiles. You take a piece of marked wood and split it, then you give each half to a different person. You can use it as proof of identity, or to verify a document.
We have already placed 2 assassins in the nearest city.
In this case, each of the 2 assassins have the other halves. We'll beat them and take their pieces. It's been erased. That means someone checked the board.
You must be Killua. And Gon. It's nice to meet you. My name is Paul. It's a pleasure. Oh, don't be like that. There's no reason to be nervous. I imagine the chairman didn't tell you very much, did he? Allow me to explain. Let's sit down and have some tea. I am Nove's pupil, you see. He told me I would only get in his way, but I insisted on accompanying him.
Who's that? One of the guys with Chairman Netero?
Yes, the one in the black suit. My teacher is a wonderful man. Cool and intelligent and composed. Cool and composed mean the same thing. I only admire him, that's all. There's nothing romantic or anything. Except, I'm not certain of that either. I mean, respect is a considerable factor when it comes to falling in love, after all. And my teacher knows nothing about this, of course. I have never said a word to him, and I never will. Though in matters of the heart, you can never really say for certain. Love is a spontaneous thing that goes without saying, don't you agree?
Can I interrupt? Aren't we supposed to fight you?
Huh? Oh dear, yes, I apologize. The chairman and my teacher said I couldn't accompany them, which is quite unfortunate if you ask me. But I insisted on going with them. I had to. It feels like I spent a lifetime trying to prove my determination to them, but they finally conceded with a stipulation.
Not what I asked.
I know what you're thinking. My teacher seems so cold, but he's actually kind. That's easier to see when you spent as much time with him as I have. Of course, by spending time with him, I don't mean that he...
What is the condition?
You're so funny.
You have to take down Knuckle and shoot. It's unthinkable, really. How dare those vulgar, rude, barbaric brats go to the NGL before me? I simply cannot allow it.
Whoa! Hey! Miss Palm, please! You've got to stop using your Hatsu!
So she's an enhancer like me. I don't like this.
Oh no!
Hold on, Knuckle and shoot? So you're not here to fight us?
That's right. After all, I am not the one who's been assigned to defeating Knuckle and Shoot. That job belongs to you. You see, Knuckle and Shoot are students of Mr. Morrill. They too received a condition. Unfortunately, I don't know what it was. But I know this. Whether it's us or them, only one will be allowed. We only have 1 month's time.
Okay. We were told to keep these tiles in our possession for a month. So you can bet that in that time, someone's gonna come for them. So, Knuckle, what do we do?
Strike first, and we win. We'll find him and we'll kill him!
My name is Knucklebine, and I'm a beast hunter! Extermination team candidates, I challenge you to a duel! Midnight tonight, and don't be late! Fight me fair and square! I won't try to hide or run away! I won't bring weapons or allies! It'll just be me and me alone! So come and fight me, okay?
Where? What location? You have to tell them where to find you.
Bring it on, hear me? A man knows never to turn his back on an enemy! I'm prepared to follow you to the ends of the earth! You won't get away from me!
I wouldn't go even if he said where. He's just a decoy. His partner's probably hiding somewhere. You know, I'm even willing to bet that they're watching to see if anyone reacts suspiciously before they make a move. And according to Palm, they don't even know our names, so we're in the clear. They were just trying to lure us out somehow. Only an idiot would pull a stunt like that.
What did the guy look like? Was he powerful?
He's tough.
What's it gonna take to defeat him?
Your guess is as good as mine. One of the hunters with the chairman said that in a battle, nothing is certain.
What's that?
Also, according to that guy, I'm not qualified to judge if a fight can be won. But I disagree. If you want to survive, you have to increase your odds of victory. Gauging the strength differential between you and your opponent is key.
Outside? What? Yeah.
If you're fighting someone you can only beat once or twice out of 100 times, don't bother.
Outside.
You want 50-50 at least. 70% are better if it's at all possible. And for us to get to that point, there are still 2 things we have to do. We need to work on all our fundamental skills and learn about our opponent's abilities. If we find out what they are, we can plan ahead just like we did against Genthru.
Half of me agrees with you and half doesn't.
What does that mean?
I agree that we should work on our fundamentals. I just don't agree
Outside?
we need to know exactly what their abilities are.
Really? Why the hell not? Come on, why add to all the risks without any real benefits?
I know, but once we're inside, that is what we're going to be facing. Our goal isn't to defeat Knuckle and shoot. It's to get stronger. Strong enough to go back to the NGL and rescue Kite. I mean, we've got to be powerful enough to beat enemies we don't know anything about at a moment's notice. If we always need to plan ahead, then what's the point?
That's true, but we've still got to beat these guys first. After all, we only have a month to get this done, remember?
That's too long. Huh? 7 days. In 1 week, we'll get strong enough to go back!
Are you an idiot?
Huh? Biscuit!
Why are you here? Because I invited her to come.
You two know each other?
No. I just did a little research on you.
Okay, but we only know her from...
Once I used my ability, it was really quite simple. There's no time left to spare, so let's begin. We must plot to kill Mr. Morrel's disciples.
No thanks.
Now let's get started.
Us! That hurt! What was that for?
I'm picking up where I left off. What are you, an idiot? That old man is notorious for being very unreasonable. If he tells you to do something in only a month, then it will probably take you at least a full year, and that's if you're lucky. There's no way you'll defeat them in just a week.
But you don't understand. We have to get back there as soon as possible so we can save Kite.
Wait, what are you talking about?
That was so much fun. It felt like a dream.
Stop screaming! Letty, the next time you
I'd
scream, I'm
love to
turning
do
it off.
again. With you.
I see. Well, that's all the more reason you can't rush your training. What if you make those same mistakes again?
At her age, no wonder she's a pro at chewing people out.
Do you understand?
Oh,
Let's start your training then. Show me Ren. All right now, you are to maintain that for 3 hours.
Killua, how long can you go?
On a really good day, I can do just about 55 minutes, max.
Do that, and then we can move on to the next step. Train like your lives depend on it. Oh, come on. You didn't even last an hour. Okay, now keep going. They say it should take about a month to prolong your Ren by a mere 10 minutes. That means we can't spare any time for sleep.
Damn them! Those damn bastards didn't even show up! You cowards deserve to die!
Okay, you've got a collar. So where the hell's your owner? You gotta pick up after your dogs. Keep our parks clean, damn it.
All right, that's enough for today. Tomorrow begins in 30 minutes. And from the looks of it, now would be the perfect time to use my ability. Well, you're up, Cookie. Go on. Magical spa services, peachy relief, piano massage.
Excuse me.
Huh?
I do hope I'm not rude for saying this, but I'll let you choose how to train them. My ability selected you as the answer I seek after all. However, if after a month we determine it would be impossible for them to defeat Moral's pupils, I sincerely doubt that I would be able to restrain myself. I must go to the NGL. I want to go right now, in fact. If I'm forced to wait and wait and wait and wait, and then I don't get to go, then I may end up killing you all.
Wait, was that a threat?
No, just a warning. I don't want to hurt you. Therefore, if you don't think they stand a chance, you should give up sooner rather than later. My anger won't be as terrible then, judging by my past experiences.
Really not the one you should be telling that to. Tell the two of them when they're awake, okay?
You don't have to worry, we've got this. We'll get you inside the NGL no matter what it takes. So if you have any pointers for me or anything like that, you can let me know, okay? I'll try hard.
That's how he is. Just have faith in him.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, at the moment, I'm far more concerned about the guys back in the NGL. What exactly does the chairman plan to do for the next month? Hey!
Try to identify and take away the enemy's strength. The experts can't come to a consensus on how much time remains between now and when the king is born. The chairman is acting on the assumption that the earliest it will be is in 2 months.
This isn't good. That thing looks a lot stronger than me.
Stronger than you, Chairman? Surely you jest. Because if that's the case, not a single hunter in the entire world will stand a chance against it.
It's been more than half a century since I was the strongest among Nen users, but I do see your point. And although I'm flattered, I'm currently just about even with the two of you.
Then you're more than strong enough, Chairman. You should be more confident.
Even when I'm at less than half my former glory, the ravages of time come for us all.
Always ready with a comeback.
But we've still gotta fight him.
I would prefer to avoid that eventuality. A non-violent solution would be a much better outcome. Our target is the Queen, and the Queen alone. But it will be quite difficult to slip through his end surveillance. There is no way to avoid confrontation. The only question is how we'll manage to win.
Oh my
If you have any ideas, I'd be glad to hear them.
You love to tease, don't you? You already knew what you would do when you chose the two of us, didn't you? We go and exterminate the ants silently, one at a time.
Let's take it slow, all right? Might as well enjoy the job while we're at it. Okay, to start with, let's find out exactly how many opponents we're up against. Now go.
So many. Something is coming. But they're not alive. Is this the enemy's ability? What to do, meow?
You might as well wait. Because I can assure you that if they get this far, we will simply destroy them.
I guess you have a point there. It's possible that they're decoys. Hey, wait a sec. Was I just speaking out loud?
Oh no. I simply happened to know what you were thinking about.
And who are you, anyway?
I am one of the Queen's royal guards. Call me Shawapoof. Mon Tutuyupi will soon awaken as well.
Meow, I get it. So you're Shawapoof.
Well, a mere observation.
So you can read my thoughts, can't you? I'm not sure I like it.
I can understand the sentiment.
But soon, he'll awaken. That's wonderful news. 'Cause you see, I still haven't made a final decision about exactly what ability I should develop. Oh yeah, it's so simple. All I need to do is fix him. That's what I'm gonna make my ability. Then I'll be able to once again experience that dreamlike moment with you.
Come on! What are you doing? At this rate, you're never going to defeat you giving up on going to the NGL?
No way. We'll never give up. We will go back to the NGL. I don't care what we have to do. We're going back to save Kite.
After reuniting with Biscuit, Gon and Killua are back to training. They have but one goal: to get strong enough to rescue Kite. That motivation is pushing Gon to his absolute limits. As the Queen prepares for labor, she requires the equivalent of 250 human meatballs per day in order to give birth to a strong king.
He moved.
Meanwhile, Gon and Killua continue their training so they can defeat Knuckle and Shoot, take their tiles, and return to the NGL.
Wonder, will this be enough? Can they execute the plan to slaughter Moral's pupils?
Okay, all done. You two finally held out for 3 whole hours.
I did it. That was hard. No kidding. I can't even move an inch.
Don't be silly. Get back up. We are going out right now.
Huh? Going where?
To see Knuckle, of course.
But why?
See, you can move after all. Let's go.
But why are we gonna go see Knuckle?
Don't ask when the answer is obvious. To fight him. Now let's go.
What the hell are you talking about? We still have some time, don't we? What do we do if he beats us?
You can just try again.
Huh?
Whether you win or lose isn't as important as you boys might think. What matters now is who gets the tiles, you got it?
Yeah.
That means you'll have to take theirs at any cost. If it looks like you're going to lose, run away and try again the next day. So, 3 hours of run practice a day. After that, you'll challenge Knuckle. And keep at it until you win.
No one today either. Now who's your owner? Oh, they're bad owners, aren't they? Stop it. That tickles. Hey, knock it off. I said stop, okay?
Do you think that's Knuckle?
I do.
No way. I can't believe this. It's you two, really? Well, well, well. I guess they don't have much respect for me. If I'm being compared to a couple of snot-nosed little kids, then they must not think I'm very strong at all. Huh?
What a presence. We should act first, but we can't move.
A duel is a battle to the death, children! It's serious business! And the best time to fight a duel is 5 hours after you get a good night's sleep. What the hell is wrong with you? You're both completely worn out! Just finish a swim lesson? Huh? Take this seriously! There's no way you punks can defeat me.
Are you crying?
Nope, stupid! Why the hell would I be crying? I'm not upset at all! These are just... They're tears from laughing too much, you fool! Don't tell anyone about this or I'll murder you! Now punch me!
Huh?
I'll show you just how much stronger I am. And once I do, you'll see that I don't even need to dodge your punches. Hit me to your heart's content. But if I don't budge an inch, and I won't, you have to leave your tiles behind and walk away. That's the best deal you'll ever get! You're both insane if you think you can pick a fight with me at your age!
Well, you're the one who challenged us to a duel.
You've got some nerve! Is what I want to say. But I can tell. We're nowhere near Knuckles' level. And we can't start acting like we are. Not right now. Fact is, we can't overcome everything with willpower. I don't have any comebacks. But I'm not just gonna stand here and take it! Just so you know, I won't stop hitting you until you move, alright?
Let's talk more action. Do what you gotta do.
Show me rock!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's with the intense aura all of a sudden? That's cheating! I'll use Kyo. Wait, I have to defend with Ko! Crap! But where do I defend? If I guess wrong, I'm a dead man. Think. I'd expect him to attack the belly. That's his only real choice. That must be it. The belly.
John!
Yes, it's the belly. Belly, belly, belly!
Ken! Rock! Hey, Mr. Knuckle? You okay? Mr. Knuckle?
I knew I could count on you. And you didn't. Let me down. Thanks.
What's with this guy? Is he crazy?
No, he's just an idiot. Obviously.
Hey, look who's awake.
You're stronger than I realized. I'll give you credit. Guess I really should have before. Why didn't you take this? I don't get it. You should have taken the tile for yourself and ditched me.
That tile, it isn't what we were after. All we wanted was to be able to beat you in a battle, fair and square. Can I ask you something?
Sure. So what is it you want to know?
Why did you want to become a beast hunter?
It's a pretty long story. One that brings back a whole bunch of bad memories.
In that case, why did you volunteer for the extermination team?
Simply put, it's to not get them exterminated. I despise this blanket policy of getting rid of misfits. My master says I'm naive, but I don't care. If you've never seen something, then you don't have the right to pass judgment on it. To start, you've got to exchange a couple of blows.
Only problem is you'll get yourself killed that way.
You're a real good kid. I knew the moment we started duking it out.
You too, Mr. Knuckle.
It's you!
Yeah, we couldn't get him to leave your side. I've heard it said that good hunters are well liked by animals.
I'm not crying, so don't go telling everybody I am, okay? I'd have to kill you.
I'm so close to Morrow's pupil.
Wow, this is delicious. Fight me whenever you want. You can take all the tries you need. But we only have 20 days left now, so it's not like you can beat me. So good.
What'd I say?
What's all this smoke? Where is it coming from?
Where am I?
All right. Let's get this started, shall we?
What? Shiona's squadron is missing?
That's right.
And was it the same way that Reike's disappeared?
Yes, it appears so. The leader went missing first, then the rest of them vanished one by one. Are the humans fighting back?
It seems that that is the most logical conclusion. Because of this filtering, there are fewer of us, and the food is scattering farther away. If humans target us in a long hunt, it could mean trouble for us, and a lot.
Then wouldn't it be wise to ask the Queen to move to the castle?
Of course not. In her current condition, we should avoid troubling her at all cost.
Well, then perhaps we should consult Lord Neferpito instead. Though that idea doesn't thrill me at all.
I leave the outside to you. We'll just focus on defending the fortress. Needs to be more concentrated, I think.
Just as expected.
Well, this is better than getting erratic orders, I suppose. We should begin by determining our current troop strength. How many squadron leaders?
Assuming Chiona was taken out, 28 remain.
Each squadron leader has 4 officers, and in some cases 5. And each officer in turn commands 10 to 15 low-level soldiers.
Some squadrons are under tight control and operate as intended. But there are many others who do just as they please.
And the 4 squadrons that are missing fall under the latter category?
Of course.
Of the remaining, over half of the squads lack discipline. I highly doubt that they would listen to advice.
Ever since they discovered how
Okay.
to control Nen, they have become quite arrogant.
I know, so let them be bait while we set the trap.
If you ask me, I'd say that's the strategy they've come up with by now.
Well, we should be able to keep the current plan then.
Right.
Just leave it to Nov and me. We'll separate the bait from the traps easy.
Actually, I think it might be good to tangle with a trap every once in a while. If we opt to leave the organized troops for later, they might team up and cause problems. I'd wager that soon the organized and lax troops will probably start pairing off from now on.
True.
If we were to launch a completely indiscriminate attack, we could create as much chaos as possible. If all goes well, we'll eliminate another 3 or 4 squads before they can update their strategy. We can already anticipate their next move. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, we'll finish up before reinforcements arrive.
I hope things go that way.
Good. All done. Okay, now go and get him.
Here. Huh? There are more of you guys than I realized. Well, don't hold back. Go on and eat too. They came back.
Hey, Knuckle! It's on!
Right! Then bring it on! I can take on both of you at once!
You think you're better than us, but I don't give a damn. We're still more than happy to accept. Come on, Killua! All right!
Hey! Hey, piece of... Hey! Kick your ass, girl.
Give me a break. I could keep playing with you kids, but I just don't have that kind of time.
Except that you do.
So get serious! Now that's more like it. Their bodies are worn out. All that's moving them now is sheer willpower. Once they've accomplished the task at hand, their renewed confidence will allow them to improve exponentially. However, if they complete their mission, that means they'll defeat me! That ain't gonna happen! Oh, come on! Is that really all you got?
Given his personality, it's safe to assume that he's already been won over. I doubt he would knowingly sell me out, but I can't exactly trust him to hold his tongue either. My opportunity will be on their way home. I will defeat them.
precedes the company. It was developed by people that formed what is now Ripple Labs in the XP electric. So, white paper, that protocol's called proof of work. You know, it's like
There is a man targeting Gon and Killua, and his name is Shoot McMahon. He is also one of Morel's pupils.
No use.
The way we are now, we don't stand a chance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Knuckle isn't using all his strength. Maybe half. Yeah, probably. But we don't have a choice. We gotta fight him. Yeah.
I don't sense anyone else. Now's my chance. When I take my target down, I'm always deliberate and thorough. For I am an unidentified beast hunter.
And same thing is a decentralized network of computers that are basically looking at the transactions on the ledger and then, going through a series.
Go. This is it. What's wrong? It's the perfect opportunity. I could easily just... Go! Go!
Shoot McMahon is very faint of heart.
Hey,
Stop
you.
running.
Why wasn't Mr. Knuckle good enough? Wait,
Yo.
for what? To get inside the NGL. I mean, he's really strong. I just don't get it. I guess you're right. It doesn't make any sense. Physically, he seems like he'd be right on par with Kite.
Yeah, but his personality.
Why does that matter?
His philosophy isn't in line with the mission's objective. He's fragile. And he gets attached to animals way too easily.
You've got a point. And he did end up helping us with our training, right?
The number of dogs around him keeps increasing.
Yeah.
Starting to put assets on chain for using networks like the
They can maintain their Ren for 2 hours without even having to concentrate. That's a good sign. If they can do it for 3 hours, I might let them fight when they're fully rested. In that case, Knuckle would be forced to use his full strength. I can only hope that then, they'll be able to realize what they lack and what they need. But that only gets them halfway. If everything goes well, it'll take them about 10 days to reach that point. And that means they'll barely have a day left before time is completely up. I'm not convinced we can make it. If I want to save my own skin, I should probably prepare an escape route.
Help yourself.
Thank you for the food!
What do you think?
Everything's real good!
Not that. We only have 10 days left. It looks to me like you're 2/3 of the way through your training, which is meant to make you both strong enough to force Knuckle into using his full power in battle.
Uh-oh. She knows exactly what's going on.
Is that true, Bisky? It'll be all right. We're gonna beat it before the deadline.
But how can you be so sure? The situation clearly hasn't improved at all. You said before that you wanted my opinion. So fine, here it is. You have no chance of beating Knuckle. They didn't even give you enough time. Lately, I find that I can calm myself by staring at my knife. And that can only mean I'm getting dangerously close to losing it. If you run away right now, I probably won't hunt you down and kill you.
If it weren't for her.
This would actually be a pleasant meal.
I'm not gonna run! I'm not saying it again!
What will you do, I wonder? Because you definitely can't win as you are at the moment.
We'll win! Pinky swear! Come on, give me your hand! I hereby swear that Killua and I will take down Knuckle and Shoot before the deadline comes! I pinky swear so if I lie, you can stick 1,000 needles right in my eye! Where I'm from, we do this next. Go like this, and put our thumbs together. Sealed with a kiss! There, now it's a real promise. By the way, Miss Palm, what's in the broth?
It's from poultry.
I guess not everyone can handle her. The gone's getting better.
You may be right, but I suspect she's actually the one handling him.
I just put a kunai chicken on to simmer overnight, then set it aside for later.
Wow!
Well, 10 days left.
You say that like we're screwed.
This is it. Smoke that covers the forest like fog.
Vital Squad here. What's the update, Goran? Goran, do you read me? Hello?
Damn it. Did they get him already?
Is there anyone from Goran Squad out there? Give me a report!
We're here, but we can't see anything with all this smoke.
We're trying to reach Goran, but he won't respond.
These signals are getting all mashed up. They should have established a contact network in case the leader goes missing.
Vital Squad! Find Goran Squadron and rendezvous with them! Be aware that Zem and Pokoro squads will be right behind you! Proceed in crane formation!
The number of signals from the soldiers is dropping. What in the hell is happening here?
Begin.
Hey! Vital!
So you're next, huh?
You really think this is fair?
What do you mean?
We just find all the enemies, but the old man takes care of them. It feels too easy.
It's a foolproof strategy.
I guess you're right.
He was being modest. The chairman is still much stronger than we are. And he seems rather excited.
Hey, speak of the devil, huh?
You can keep sending them my way. I'm finally starting to get my groove back.
That's pretty impressive, sir.
And how about the Queen?
She hasn't made a move. Looks like she's still holed up safely inside her nest.
Then I think we can assume that the King hasn't been born yet. Stay vigilant. Just keep an eye on things.
Roger that. He's old. He's in top form.
Shall we go grab another squadron?
Sure.
Goths and Vital's squads haven't returned yet.
We're down to 14 squads.
Those damned humans. How in the world are they managing to whittle us down like this?
No clue. All I know is that there are some humans out there who are quite powerful. We know very little about them, far less than I'm comfortable with. Their powers appear so varied and seem much stronger than our own. If we just had more time, then we could obtain that power for ourselves.
That's true, but the King's birth will turn the tables.
Yes, I hope you're right.
Do you want to come out now? Not yet. It's still too early.
Okay, that's 3 hours.
Already? Yeah, that seemed fast.
Then I suppose I'll give you a break. Take 30 minutes.
Really? Aren't we supposed to fight Knuckle now?
I'll allow you two to go once you're fully rested. You can take him. The chairman's deadline is fast approaching. Just over a day left. So this may be your first and final chance. Well, if they give it all they've got, they'll have to accept the outcome no matter what happens. If they can each identify what they're missing, this training will have been a success.
Yo.
The problem now is how to escape.
What? What is it? What? Oddworld. On Xbox?
You boys mean business tonight.
We already have one. Approval.
Good morning, UP.
Yo.
Yuppie? To be more precise, your name is actually Montutu Yuppie.
I'm getting real hungry.
Before we start, I want to know where your partner is hiding.
What? Are you talking about Shoot?
Yeah.
Why do you want to
he?
know about that? You're about to get the
'Cause that's
crap
how the
knocked
game
out of you,
works.
kid.
Because we need both of your tiles.
You're just messing with me, right? If you can beat me, I'll answer your question.
We might not get a chance.
Oh, that's not the one. That's the old one.
Not
That's
if you're
PS1.
laying unconscious.
That's a new
You
one.
just went too far with that
Yeah,
little
that's the new
joke.
one. That's a new one. Oh, you do. Oh my god.
Here!
Gone!
Maybe my friend joined you.
That hit hard. I could feel it through my whole body. Without Ken, his next punch will definitely knock me out.
4 or 5 more warm-up punches and I'll get serious. So you better watch yourselves, boys. Cause I get warmed up pretty damn fast.
There's no one? Still?
What the heck? Look at that.
As expected, they've holed themselves up inside. Shall we make our move now?
No. We are approaching the deadline for your pupils. We can wait until they're ready.
Judging by the estimated number of bodies currently stored in the nest, they'll need to restock in another week or so.
Because you dirtied the controller.
And whenever that happens, I'd like to dispatch a few more squadrons.
I'll leave that up to you.
It's my PS5. What about it?
We don't move from here until we know how our pupils did.
I think it's a waste of time. Knuckle and Shoot can assist, but the old man's kids don't seem like they're all that reliable.
What's that, girl?
So we can't count on them in a battle. The best we can hope for is to use them as decoys. As is, they just get in our way. There isn't a single doubt in my mind.
The old man sure does like to gamble, doesn't he?
Care to place a wager? Who do you think will show tomorrow? I'll put down 100,000 on Knuckle and Shoot. If neither of us wins, the chairman gets the money. Sound good?
Or this one?
Sure.
31?
Then I'll put...
Oh, this is yours? This is mine?
1 million on
really?
them.
Huh? There's no way in hell they're gonna be ready by then. What, are you trying to throw all your money to the dogs?
The chairman is a dog now?
What happened?
I happen to love gambling. And when it's a long shot, all the better.
There!
Yeah, I gotta get back.
Behind you!
This is supposed to be a warm-up? Damn, he's strong. But why is Knuckle... Could it be?
Come on, let me see that technique. That show me rock thing. Well, not like you can use it. Not with it being as flawed as it is anyway.
What does he mean?
A small word of advice. If you do try that attack, then you're going down. Don't go thinking you can use it in a one-on-one fight. Your signature technique currently has exactly 2 major flaws.
Huh?
Ah!
I'm starting to think we might not be able to complete this mission without sacrificing someone in the process.
Oh, wrong one. Oh yeah, circle, there you go. It's L1 and X.
Gon has finally challenged Knuckle to a serious fight. However, Knuckle claims that Gon's technique has major flaws.
Man.
So, Gon.
Oh my god, here.
That
Hold on, I'll be back.
What is it
I'm almost done with this game.
Uh-oh. I forgot to give my attack a name. What should it be? It's Jonken.
Wow, zero effort.
Oh. Jonken, huh? Okay, I see. So it's just like rock, paper, scissors, but the John adds a little oomph like a ta-da!
Well, not really. The first jaw was actually a stutter.
That's a clever name you've got there, kid.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. You are?
Well, Gon, your Jonken has two giant weaknesses. First off, the wind-up's too long. Those few precious seconds you're taking before the move is like an eternity in actual combat. So you ain't gonna get many chances to use it, will you?
Yeah, I know that.
And second, it's too risky. See, the more aura you focus into your fist, the less you have at your disposal. And that's less that you'll have to protect your body. If someone attacks when you're vulnerable, you're dead!
I know what the risks are. That's why I spent the last month training! To make up for them!
Now that I see it again, his aura's really something. He's got as much volume as a mid-ranking pro. He's close. But there's one thing he still lacks. Experience. He needs to see more real combat. A lot more! He's got plenty of determination. He's faced death many times, and he has natural talent. But still, he needs work. His flow of aura is still unrefined. I can tell what he's protecting, and I know what he's planning to do. Just by looking at his aura! So if I use that information, and mix in a few feints, and stagger my blows a little, this is the result!
Damn it. He's reading Gon's flow of aura like a book. I was right. Knuckle is...
Okay, now, I think it's time to throw a real punch.
He's so...
Don't blame me if you die, all right?
He's so kind!
Behind you!
If he hadn't warned me, I could have died.
First off, the wind-up's too long.
He doesn't have to teach me. But still, he keeps giving me advice. He's guiding me, teaching me how to get stronger. He's being too nice. Okay, now show me rock!
You did it?
Didn't I tell you I wouldn't let you do that? Are you messing with me?
Yeah.
Is that all you got? Who's messing with who? This is a real fight, isn't it? So act like it! Fight to kill! Show me... rock! Here goes! John! Over here! All right, now show me rock! John!
That little bastard! He faked me out with his judge on Ken!
You were focused on stopping my special technique. Even I could tell exactly how and when you were about to strike with your right.
He used Judge on Ken's weakness, the long windup, to his advantage. He's messing with the enemy's mind. From Knuckles' perspective, Gon's Judge on Ken is an easy pitch. He can't help but take a swing. It's straight down the middle, and he's gotta hit it. That's the trigger. As the ball approaches, he exerts too much strength. He can hit it. He has to. And thinking that way makes him use more muscle than necessary. The same thing goes for Aura. Unless it's consciously held back, Aura focuses where he tenses up, and it balloons the moment he tries to strike. If the Nen user is inexperienced or loses his cool, the Aura will either stagnate or, conversely, flow too freely. The flow of Aura tells the opponent what attack is coming.
So act like it! Fight to kill!
Gon pointed out Knuckles' soft side to upset him, which made the feint successful. This plan is more effective on someone who knows Jajan Ken's strength. As soon as Gon initiates the attack, fear sets in. The knowledge of what's coming next really messes with his opponent's mind. It makes the feint more effective. If they jump back, then Gon can easily use scissors or paper. I assume Jajan Ken would be less useful once the opponent figured out how it works. That it was flawed. But no, he can adapt it to any situation.
Right, now let's start over!
In the second attempt, Gon was too focused on the technique and Knuckle landed a kick. But if he learns to control his aura in response to his opponent's moves, it'll be harder to distinguish between the feints and the real thing. So then, did Gon know how to overcome this weakness? No. He must have figured it out during the fight. Even in the middle of intense combat, he's making incredible progress.
It's already getting a lot harder to maintain Ken. And it hasn't even been 20 minutes. I'm using more energy because I'm moving at the same time. And if an hour of training equals 10 minutes of combat, I've only got 10 minutes of aura left! If my aura defense goes down, I'm done for! I've gotta end this. With my Jajan Ken!
Knuckle definitely has superior physical strength, but little by little, Gon's adapting. By increasing the area his aura covers, he reduces the damage from miscalculations. He's getting used to Knuckle's speed, so surprise blows aren't hitting him anymore. But he's running out of time. He doesn't have much stamina left to maintain his aura. Knuckle, on the other hand, is conserving his strength, only attacking with basic blows. Unfortunately, Jajanken requires a huge amount of aura just to activate. Gon's used up a lot of aura in feints alone. He's already used his technique 3 times. They started fighting 20 minutes ago. If he uses Jajanken again, that means he'll only have a minute or 2 left to fight at full strength.
Gold! You told me that I should give it everything I've got, but you're still no match for me as you are right now. You're just...
Now show me... rock!
Why? Wait. What the hell is he thinking?
Now show me... rock!
Knuckle doesn't have a shot and hasn't taken damage.
Yo.
So why from that far? It doesn't even look like he's gonna hit him.
This will definitely be Gon's final attack. It'll all end right here.
John! Ken! Paper!
An emission attack. I wasn't expecting that. And it's weaker than his rock. You're an enhancer, no doubt about it. Paper's an emission, so it's much weaker. No speed, no punch. There can't possibly be a gimmick in such a low-level attack. I'll deflect it, and it's over!
All right, round 2!
Round 2? He used a decoy to ambush me! No good! A Jajanken combo attack! He's out cold. He spent all of his aura before rock. If he hadn't, he would have beaten me. Huh? Where the hell are you going now, you fool?
I'm heading back.
Aren't you going to fight me? I'm ready for more.
You can fight with Gon again tomorrow. The outcome will probably be different. Then I'll defeat Shoot.
You tell Gon that tomorrow I'll fight him for real. He'd better be ready to die.
Sounds like you're trying to amp yourself up. Are you sure you can do it?
Hell yeah, you fool!
Tomorrow. You don't have to get serious, as long as you can win. But if you lose without fighting at full strength, I won't forgive you. Not for as long as I live.
You
are such a soft. You don't make any sense at all. Why are you helping the enemy improve? And furthermore, why are you allowing them to criticize you for it? If you don't want to go to the NGL, you could just give them your tile. Though I'm almost certain they would refuse it if you did.
Bastard! You're pretty damn cocky when you're not shaking in your boots, huh? In case you forgot, it's been a whole month, and all you've done is stalk them!
I'll do it. Tomorrow, I will fight them.
Don't worry. I gave him a massage, so he'll be able to fight in top form tomorrow. Killua's the real issue. I mean, I really wasn't expecting him to go the entire month without fighting once. Killua! Prepare yourself to fight me!
Whoa! What happened to your face? I was training with Biscuit. Are you sure she wasn't torturing you? Anyway, what about you? Are you feeling okay? Yeah, I feel fantastic. I used up all my aura, so I expected that I would be pretty much wiped out right now. But look! That gorilla. I mean, the old hag's massage must have worked. That was close.
Listen up. If you tell anyone what happened yesterday, I'll make your face 3 times worse, you got it?
She really meant it, too. Well, are you able to see your weakness now? You give up far too easily. And you're much too cautious in combat. I'd even go so far as to say you underestimate yourself. Every time you face an opponent you perceive as stronger than you fight to escape, not to win. It's a problem, but I realize it's not one of your making. It's the fault of whoever taught you how to fight. A habit that's as deeply ingrained as this one is will be difficult to break. But one thing is for sure. One day, you will leave Gon behind to die. Combat ability can change depending on internal and external conditions. For example, C on his best day can beat D on his worst. A, B, and C can, under the proper circumstances, beat D in spite of the large power differential. But that's them! You, on the other hand, assume the enemy is always at their best. You adopt the worst-case scenario every time. Even against enemies of equal strength, you think he's tough, or it'd be dangerous if he did this. Then you give up at even the slightest disadvantage. You would never make the smallest attempt to pull out a victory. You would run, because you think like a loser. You need to overcome this bad habit right away. Get way out of your comfort zone and take a big risk for once, by challenging someone more powerful. And tomorrow, if you can't defeat Shoot, you must stay out of Gon's life. Okay, I'm gonna win this time. Let's go. Okay.
Killua's overly cautious style can only come from one place. It's the product of a smothering kind of love. love that's abnormal, obsessive, and distorted. In the end, it becomes a burden, smothering him under its own weight. It's a curse that will take an enormous amount of effort to break. As to who will emerge victorious, I honestly don't know. All right. Better make a run for it!
So whoever loses
gives up their child to the winner.
Gon and Knuckle, Killua and Shoot. Their long-awaited final battle begins.
Hey. You got it. You can do it.
As they prepare at long last to challenge Knuckle and Shoot to battle, Gon and Killua are deep in thought.
You can do it. Like you.
the loser
gives up their child to the winner.
Go. Just as I promised. I'll give it my all. From the very beginning!
I can't compete with him in speed. I have to be ready and risk getting hit. And counterattack! Can't watch him. I gotta feel him! Through my aura! A little late, but I sensed his approach. But I don't get it. What's going on? There's a power that's coursing through me.
Hello, it's time. You've accrued interest.
Hey, what is this thing?
Pretty confused, aren't you? I just lent you some of my aura.
You can do that? Seriously?
And I charge 10% interest. That's for every 10 seconds! Pay me back fast or you'll go bankrupt.
It's time now. You've accrued interest.
I call this Hakaware. Bankruptcy. Chapter 7. That's APR. Amortizing Power Redirector. Attacking APR is a waste of time. He's just here to announce the interest increase. He's harmless and indestructible. Though he can be a bit annoying.
It's time now. You've accrued interest.
It still doesn't hurt. Not one bit. I just feel another rush of power instead.
It's time now. You've accrued interest.
Hey, it's almost doubled.
Of course, because I lent you 180 aura.
180 aura? What does he mean? What are these numbers?
Looks like you're drawing a blank there.
Hey!
180 aura is simply a
You should
numerical
stop saying that
expression
word.
of life energy. Aura accumulates in the body, and your maximum aura output potential, or MOP, varies according to your training. Also, there is a limit to how much aura you can release at one time, which can be increased through an intense training regimen. So your POP, the potential aura output power inside you, doesn't matter. If you haven't trained enough to increase your AOP, the actual aura output power, you'll be at a huge disadvantage. Get it, fool? It seems to me, the max aura output potential you can use through Ken is about 1,800 aura. When you're preparing for battle, you usually expend approximately 1 aura for every second. Once in combat, as you use Gyo, Ryu, Ken, all highly advanced techniques that use a lot of Nen, your rate of expended aura increases by 6 to 10 times. The stronger your technique, the more aura you use up. Got that, fool? But your aura control's still weak, so you're burning up 10 aura every second. That's 600 aura gone for every minute of battle. Think back to yesterday's fight. You ran out in 20 minutes. That means in an ordinary one-on-one fight, you used up 12,000 aura. And you used Jajan Ken 4 times! Your AOP is around 1,800 aura. But at the exact moment that you yelled John to activate the attack, the aura focused in your fist was over 2,000. That's due to its long windup as well as your defensive sacrifice, both of which are done to focus aura in your fist. A special provision covers such risks that are often attributed to special attacks. You spent around 5,500 aura in your first 3 uses of Jajan Ken alone. That puts your total consumed aura at 17,500. As for the 4th shot, right before your round 2 hit, you ran out of energy. Actually following through with the technique uses twice the activation amount, which means you used about 4,000 aura. The amount of aura used is the same for rock and paper. However, paper falls into a category that you haven't practiced much, so you used up 4,000 aura on a weak attack. One that probably only had the strength of a 500 aura attack. So, your maximum POP is approximately 21,500 aura!
That wasn't the kind of attack I was expecting.
Not good with numbers, are you? That's fine, because I'm just getting started. So you better listen, fool. Whenever your total accumulation of borrowed aura, including interest, exceeds your current remaining potential aura output power, you will go bankrupt! Aura works like a bank account. Keep spending and your balance decreases. But the interest just keeps on accumulating! It's been a few minutes since we started this fight, and you've spent at least 2,000. Take a look.
It's huge! And that's not all. It's 3 times what it was before? That can't be right. It's way too high. It's only been 2 or 3 minutes.
120 seconds, but close. And it's a perfect example of how debt can snowball out of control.
It's time. You have accrued interest.
Even with the 390 aura I've lent you, you're under 20,000. Your debt will continue to grow and grow. Even if you stand perfectly still, in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, just 260 seconds, you will go bankrupt.
Okay, then what?
APR becomes IRS, Individual Rent Suppressor, and haunts the debtor for 30 days while the target remains in a state of Zetsu. In short, you won't be able to use any Nen at all. But it's too late to back out now, fool!
That's why he didn't use this ability before. He held back for my sake. Hey, Knuckle! Thank you. Here I come!
That one was around 150, give or take. You returned 150 aura to me, but I just lent you another 180, which increases your loan by 30. So what are you gonna do now? And until your debt is repaid and in full, I won't suffer even the slightest damage from your attacks.
It's time. You have accrued interest.
Come at me, fool! If you just stand there, you'll go bankrupt anyway! You managed to land more hits! But ultimately, you only repaid about 100 of the aura that you owe me.
It's time. You've accrued interest.
Zach!
That's just
Can
a
you please
drop
stop
in the
doing that?
bucket. You still haven't even paid off half the accrued interest. I won't let you launch Jajan Ken again. Once your debt goes over 10,000, my victory's assured.
It's time now. You've accrued interest.
What? No, not me. Taletti.
What the hell is that? Don't be afraid of him. Neither of us knows anything about each other's abilities.
You should know. I take no pleasure at all in hurting people. That's precisely why I chose an ability that only activates whenever damage is inflicted. It causes me to be more selective.
Stop
I
doing
only use it
that.
on those I don't mind hurting.
Stop walking so hard.
However, the two of you help me realize something. There are times that it becomes necessary to fight as a sign of respect for your opponent.
3 floating hands? They're floating? But how? What's his ability? Should I attack him first? Calm down. Use Gyo to check. He's not using Een. Those 3 hands really are floating. Which means, more than likely, he's a manipulator.
Can you please?
That cage is a mystery too. He doesn't need it if he plans to use those flying hands to attack. In other words... I can't let them touch me.
Yo-yos, huh? First, let's see what you've got.
Papa.
Excellent handling.
He's fast. Were the hands just decoys?
Jump back.
Every time you face an opponent you perceive as stronger than you only fight to escape and not to win.
No. I have to do better than that. Electricity! I couldn't launch my attack. My body.
What?
Where can I get it
Tell
to
it
move?
be. I don't know where it's at.
My curse?
His reaction was slow. Did something happen? I wonder.
Not
Stop.
here, Papa.
Don't think about it. It's a bad habit. His circumstances aside, I must do my best to beat him. Otherwise, I'm only insulting him.
He's strong and fast. He probably has me beat in every category.
That's right, Killua. That's the way. Don't fight an enemy you can't defeat.
I have to stop thinking that way!
Do you see your weakness? You give up far too easily. Even against enemies of equal strength.
Okay, guys, go to bed.
You think he's tough, or it'd be dangerous if you did this. Then you give up at even the slightest disadvantage. You would run, because you think like a loser. It's a problem, but I realize it's not one of your making. It's the fault of whoever taught you how to fight. A habit that's as deeply ingrained as this one is will be difficult to break. But one thing's for sure. One day, you will leave Gon behind to die.